So let me ask you about what first drew you for this kind of work, because as you said, there are not that many women who are visible doing this. It's not the kind of thing where you grow up and you say, oh gosh, look at this woman and the other woman. That is the job I want to do. How old were you? And how did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
So I really had no idea until I was in university in my last year of college. I was at Yale. I was studying comparative literature. I thought I wanted to be an actress. When I lived in the UK, I was a member of the National Youth Theatre and I was really passionate about acting. That was what I thought was going to be my career. And then my senior year, at the beginning of fall semester, 9/11 happened.
Mm.
And it was just like a bolt from the thunderclouds, right? A lot of people around the world, and certainly a lot of Americans, I felt my whole world had changed in a matter of minutes. I felt ashamed, honestly, that I had been a little bit ignorant about what was going on in the world. And then I just felt this very strong conviction that I could be some kind of a translator between worlds. Because I think the same things that drew me towards drama, let's say.
Well, it's storytelling, isn't it?
Yeah, storytelling, like
Yeah.
an ability to get under the skin of people and move them and communicate with them and find out what motivates them and try to understand them better.
That's exactly how I describe why I do what I do. Literally.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much word for word.
Yeah. And so fundamentally, I was like, okay, I think that this is something I can do. And this seems like the most important thing I could do. I don't really know how I'm going to do it or where I'm going to go. I did always have this sense that it was going to be the tip of the spear that I was drawn towards. With
Why?
No real
Why was that? Why?
I don't honestly know, because it's not like I was one of these people who like climbed mountains in my spare time. And
you weren't an adrenaline junkie.
No, not at all. I had the advantage growing up of traveling a lot. My father's British, my mother's American. We lived between London and New York. My dad moved to Hong Kong when I was 14. I went to boarding school at a really young age. So I had that sort of feeling I could fit in anywhere, but didn't really belong to anywhere. And as long as I had internet and maybe AC, I could get by. And then I guess I also just felt like when you looked at 9/11 and what had happened and what was going to happen in the aftermath of 9/11, it just seemed like that's where the story was. And if you wanted to understand how this had happened and why this had happened, then these were the places you were going to have to go to.